Hello and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan, my pronouns are he, him, and I'll be your storyteller for this game about living gods on the wrong side of the law. Joining me for this game is...
Hey there guys, my name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Ricky, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi everybody, my name's Christina. I will be playing Elion. My pronouns are she, her, and Elion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi everyone, my name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Amalar Divine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and my pronouns are she and her. I play a wood aspect named Rush Ferris, who has a ferret familiar named Zeke. Together, they specialize in archery, larceny, and dance.
Hi, I'm Michaela, she, her, and I'll be playing Tirali of House Dragara, an Earth-aspected leader of a small military force known as the Tyrants, who cooks the books for the gang.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Act 2, Sins of the Family. As you guys are proceeding further and further into the Shadowland, following Zeke's tracking, you eventually do come to a dead end, where that you can see in front of you a cowering Mai, who is just a year older than she was the last time that you saw her. And to Zeke and Tirali, you guys see simply this cowering young woman. To Ricky, who is peering through the mirror instinctively, you can see that she is currently surrounded by ghosts. Slavering, hungry ghosts.
I got the perfect thing for that. Give me 2 seconds to look it up.
While you look that up, I have a question for Elian and Divine. Are you guys, when you guys go back to the alley, are you guys going after Idris, or are you guys trying to catch up with them to go after Mai?
As one of the few people that can walk up a wall in the party, I was going to walk up the wall towards Idris.
Okay.
Unless instructed otherwise, like if Elian was like, nah, leave him alone. But
I'm pretty sure I'm a good distance away from you at this point, so I can't mention to anybody, and I didn't think to do it before I took off, so... And Elion's, gonna take all the, back alley shady routes they can think of to try and get back to the rest of the party, the main area where they were at.
So I'm assuming that you guys meet up at about the same time.
Yeah, because your conversation was a lot shorter than mine was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Elion's going to take a couple little, back routes to get back to the area they were in when that whole thing happened, just so they don't feel like they're going to get tracked or anything, hopefully. Even if that means, rooftop parkouring or something.
So my question still stands when you guys meet up at this juncture. Are you guys going after Mai or Idris?
Mai.
Okay.
Yeah, so Divine will be walking up the wall towards Idris when Elian gets there, and then turn around and be like, "All right, I guess we should stay together."
I don't think that you know about that's where that Elian thinks that.
So Divine's going to be following the footsteps up the wall because it's footsteps up a wall. And then when Elian gets there, change pace.
Okay.
He's not going because he knows Idris is up there. He's going because there's somebody walking up a wall.
There was nobody that walked up a wall.
Oh, I thought you said there was burnt footprints leading up a wall.
No, there are burnt footprints. There are burnt footprints in the Plaza district.
That's it.
I could have sworn you said they were going up the wall too.
He does go up the wall. In this case, he specifically, if we wanted to get very specific, he used monkey leap technique to literally leap to the top of the wall, grab the awning on the wall, and like pulled himself up, which is where that like there's a piece of like the roof that's missing, which was the clue to Elian that Idris went up.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm following now.
Yeah, so I just read the notes wrong. So yeah, no, he wouldn't even head up the wall then. He'd just hang out and wait for Elian to get back.
Okay. Yeah, then in that case, Tyler, did you find the thing that you were looking for?
Yes, I have several options that I'm trying to clarify. Firstly, with just my occult and specialization in exorcism, can I dispel these ghosts without like physically having to brawl them?
Yeah, you could.
Do they seem like underlings? Like, are they small, or is there like a big boss ghost here?
They seem like gross ghosts. I would not say there's a big boss ghost in the area.
Okay, in that case, I would like uncharacteristically, calmly approach them as they're like harassing this young girl. And I would simply like to ring the orichalcum rings on the end of my lantern calmly to get their attention.
You immediately have their attention.
Greetings. I am here in your land. I know this is not my place, and I have no authority here, so to speak. But here I am yet still, asking kindly, from one soul to another, that you please leave the girl alone. Her presence here is a mistake, a wanderer, and I would seek to return her home. And I kind of just stop talking and wait calmly for them to respond to me.
He is an outsider who broke into our home, shows no respect, and now weeps incessantly, causing us to remember.
Yet here you have my respect. Would you deem that unworthy? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm not going to make any roll. I'm just asking you a question.
So I want to see how this is going to go. So I think that my question to you is, I feel like that this is like a charisma and presence roll.
I actually don't want to roll. I want to talk to these guys and see if we can like talk as people. And if this doesn't work out, I have a thing I'm going to do. But I'm trying to go through the routine of being respectful in a land that is not my own first, and see where that goes.
So they're basically kind of put off by, like, because there's a bunch of them here. There's probably like 5 or 6 hungry ghosts just kind of hovering over her. And they are not looking the best. They look to you and just kind of go, "We have been trying to pass on for days. And now, as we were getting closer, she came in and interrupted our reverie. She, full of life and blood and flesh and meat." And you can see all of them kind of like lick their lips. "We want it."
Ricky just nods and stands up and seemingly for a moment turns their back to them. I would like to use Seed and Salt warding to trap them in a one-range band with me so they can't leave.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. What I wanted to clarify to you is that these are considered hungry ghosts, which are basically like they're basically evil poltergeists is the best way to put it, as opposed to like a ancestor spirit that you might find. They're more like id and certain like just immediate gratification is what that they're looking for.
Sure. So yeah, they totally see me pull out a small bag and scatter a handful of salt to the wind that forms a barrier around them that they can neither enter nor leave. And I turn back to look at them and see how they react to that.
So if you're gonna do that, I guess you're making an intelligence and occult roll, and yes, absolutely, exorcism would apply to this.
Cool. Any additional successes or anything for my description?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll give you 2 dice and an auto success.
9.
Damn. So, these ghosts are now trapped within this single range band of you, and are unable to move towards Mai. Now keep in mind, no one else can see the ghosts here.
That's fine.
What are you? Well, I meant more. Keep in mind for Tarali and Zeke, who just see a cowering Mai, and Ricky, who's talking to the air.
He turns back to them. Would you don't mind taking a couple good leagues back for me, right quick? Shouldn't take but a second.
Is he talking to... Are you talking to us?
Yes. He turns his head and looks at you and says that.
Zeke's just kind of gonna look at him for a moment, and then look at Mai, and then look back at him. Wouldn't it be best to grab her and leave?
I think that's a great idea. Mai, well, why don't you, can you stand, little one? It's okay now. They can't reach you. Join those other 2 behind me, and I'll be with you just shortly, okay?
She looks up and nods as best as she can. Her gaze is a little vacant and not there. She has grown a little bit since the last time that you saw her. She is coming into actually being like considered an adult soon enough. But she is moving with the meekness of a child towards Tarali and Zeke.
It's okay. We'll get you home soon.
Since he's directing us to get further back, it just seems a little off. So Tarali would probably put Zeke and Mai behind her, with her in between them and Ricky.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. So you all back up, and then Ricky has, I guess, something ready to do.
Do they say anything to me as I do this?
They do not. They are testing the waters of the wards and finding that they are unable to pass through them even when they try their hardest.
Okay. Yeah, I have, either I can, like, physically fight them. I think that's going to take too long, though, so I think I'm just going to do an exorcism roll, if I may.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have my description prepared.
Go for it.
Knowing that everyone's out of the circle now, Ricky inhales deeply, as if practiced, and exhales. To move on is the last that you want. Your kind is here for greed, hunger, desires of the flesh. Moving on, no. You'd love nothing more than to stay here and to haunt these people for your entire existence. But no. Worry not, for whether you want to move on or not, move on you shall. And he kind of shakes the end of his lamp so that incense starts coming out of it, and starts writing in big symbols in the air ceremoniously, while also, like, not like hopping around, but like doing like a ceremonial kata of sorts at them. And at the end of it, that incense ignites and pushes towards them in a white-blue flame.
Okay. So go ahead and make me that roll. I'm gonna give you 3 dot for that. So that's 2 extra dice, auto success, and willpower back. So if you want to spend a willpower, you can get 2 successes.
Sure will. And that's intelligence and occult.
With the specialty in exorcism, obviously, and then if you have a occult specialty, you can also use that. or occult excellency.
I do, but I don't think I'll need it. 7 successes. I'm sorry, 8. My bad.
With 8 successes, you are easily able to banish each and every single one of them. This process does take a while, as opposed to having a charm that lets you banish spirits. The actual process of an exorcism does take quite a bit of time to perform.
Okay. Yeah, the only charms I have that let me do it, or I have a charm that lets me physically beat them out of my plane, which would take a little bit longer in terms of RRP. So I was trying to skip that ahead.
So you do that, and they pass on out of sight. Even your mirror does not show anyone else down this alleyway. And as that you guys turn around, you all can see that Divine and Elian are coming up on the rear.
Good to stretch the old muscles every now and again. Been a little while since I had a good exorcism. Alright.
You heard it. The sleeping hound don't lie. It's good to stretch.
Do you not like stretching?
I love stretching.
There's some things we need to discuss before we continue. And Elian's going to look over at Mai. Are you okay?
She nods weakly and looks to you, Elian, and goes, yeah, Idris saved me, but now he's crazy, and there's a demon inside of him.
We will discuss all that entails, but we need to get you to someplace safe, and we need to find him.
I'm gonna pull out some leftover falafel from my pack, and I'm hand it to Mai. Eat something, kid. You'll feel better.
She eats something. She does not feel better. She did just witness a murder.
I didn't say win. I'm still not a liar.
Where do you all think the best place to take her would be? Because we're going to have to go and do something that... Well, we'll see how it goes.
Divine, don't you have a whole sanctuary for people who were previously mistreated and everything?
Oh, you mean that place where she was previously mistreated at?
That's a good point. I'm really bad at remembering things. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know where the ice dragon is, right, Mai?
Mm-hmm.
Go there and tell them Divine said to give you a room. We'll keep a lookout. Just keep your head down. Don't mind the monks. They're busy looking for... maybe that's not the best place to send you either. You can stay in my place in the office. I'll be in the Undercity most of the time anyways. They'll let you in. You can have my office.
Oh, okay.
Would you like an escort, or do you think you can make it there yourself?
Let's take a walk. Let's take a walk real quick.
She just kind of looks a little, spaced out a little bit. It is up to you guys.
Yeah, let's take a walk, kid. Come on. It's not far.
Elian's just going to put their arm around her and just kind of, not around her shoulders, but kind of, a little bit lower than that, and just kind of guide her out of this area.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that Ferris is back at the tower where she belongs anyways. Right, Ricky?
Yeah. Right.
Ricky, are you aware that because of your title, there's a rumor going around that you don't lie?
Really?
Dude, I totally use that to lie to a guy because they believe you don't lie.
That's pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean. No, I totally lie. All the time. I don't know where they got that image from.
Yes, the Baronato that I spoke to seemed to say something along the lines of the slumbering hound would not tell a lie. He only speaks the truth. You see Elian just kind of twitch a little bit and stretch their neck. That we might have an issue with the Baronatos later. We'll see how that goes.
We'll deal with it.
If they can successfully keep certain names out of their reports back, we should be fine, but I don't know.
Wait, wait.
Notice a couple.
This is my fault, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Zeke in the background is just going to nod their head slowly.
My bad. I didn't think there was anyone else in the alley. I'm sorry.
So you guys are back at the alley, ironically. Do you guys take Mai all the way back to the tower for the escort, or do you let her go there on her own from here?
I take her back all the way.
Same.
Yeah, we'll take her all the way back.
Yeah, that would probably be the best.
Well, by saying that, I was upholding my title by not lying. But I guess I should watch what I say in the future. I'll try to work on that. My bad. Sorry.
There's a whole wild hunt looking for certain people in town. There's monks all around, and every single family is looking for Ferris right now, for one reason or another. Most of them think because she killed the tyrant, which is not true.
Hey, Cody, question for you.
Yeah.
Did you ever reveal that fairly important information of where the wild hunt is going because they got tipped off on where the solar will end up?
No, I was waiting on that. Like I was gonna reveal that when we got back to the tower.
Okay.
One thing at a time.
Okay. Okay then. In that case, then you guys get back to the tower. Once you guys are up there, you have a pretty good view of the city. And you all can see that, before Divine has a chance to tell you what's going on, you all can see a veritable army is marching, or is in the new city on the edges, about where that if Idris ran in a straight line, he would have ended up.
Oh, fuck.
Does not look good.
Oh, by the way, I know where that army's going.
My guess, since I know where the other one is, they're going after Idris.
Yeah, did you know the other one's a kid?
I know Idris is still a child, and the other one... Actually, who's around here before I start saying stuff?
I almost got you, motherfucker.
Sorrow, Manami... No, Manami is back at the... Manami left. Sorrow, Akoki, and Desert Bloom. So, you know, people who are trustworthy.
Okay, so mild backtracking. Divine said that they're going after a kid. Since I know there's other people in this room now, Ellen's just going to kind of like stare out. I know where one is, and that's not where they're at. So I know who they're going after, and we need to get over. And she lied to me. That doesn't bode well for her.
Oh, also, Ricky, what's do y'all, when I say y'all, I mean you're old people. She prayed to something. Like she prayed to the dragons. And then something showed up. Is that like normal?
Brendan, I know that the Order of the Immaculate Faith does worship the dragons, right?
Yes. Question, yes. More or less. In a way.
That was a really sketchy answer, buddy.
They do not worship the dragons as in they are deified. It's more like they pray to the dragons for strength.
I mean...
To give you an answer, no, that is not normal.
We used to pray to the dragons for, like, inner strength and clarity, but they're not, like, physical beings that just fucking appear. No, that doesn't happen.
Alright, so she prayed to the dragons for, the clarity and physical strength and all that.
You guys know that the Wild Hunt they aren't monks, right? You know that? They're just a bunch of fucking random-ass mercenaries who like to kill people for fun.
They all look the same to me.
Wow.
What he's saying is that all you realm folk look the same to him.
Oh, you backwater realm folk.
Oh, she called you backwater, huh? Bet that fucking stung, didn't it, bud?
No,
Look,
she
thought I
called me
wasn't wanting to touch
backwater.
Jade.
She outright called me backwater. By the way, Akoki, your sister's leading the wild hunt, I'm pretty sure.
Koki's hand goes up to his eye patch. He just goes,
Now, does that ring any bells for me? Ever heard of a Koki's sister?
you have not. He does not talk about his family.
Okay.
Is her name Iria? Or am I just jumping to conclusions?
Oh, he looks to you and he suddenly has like, oh, huh. Yeah, I didn't realize that she was still alive. I thought that she died like 40 years ago after a wild hunt.
Well, she's leading it, and we need to go and head them off, because where they're going is someone who's important to me.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. I thought that she died 15 years ago during a wild hunt.
Well, I guess we gotta go beat this shit in. I just said it, so I guess it has to happen to be true. Come on.
It's the truth.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you guys are going after Kathikiria, huh? Well, send her my regards. If you could do me a favor and not kill her, I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't really make a habit of killing people. Now that kid who turned that guy's face into to a fucking 5-star dinner, I don't know about him. That's a different story.
There's a chance he may be passed out right now, completely vulnerable. So we need to head them off.
Let's go.
Get going.
All right. Well, good luck. And if you see her, let her know that her husband says hi.
What?
I apologize. I was wrong.
Well, this is awkward. Let's fucking go.
You guys have a general idea of where that your quarry is. How do you guys want to approach this?
I am but a simple tyrant. I follow orders when I am not in the tower.
So, weirdly enough, I haven't really been interacting with this whole shit right here, so I don't know what the fuck y'all want to do. We're gonna go in kicking ass, we're gonna go try to talk, what are we gonna do here?
I mean, that is one of our boys out there, right?
Yes, that's someone who is important to me out there. And it is one of our family.
It's settled. We're going in whooping ass.
Hey,
I'm on your tail, Alien.
Elian's gonna kind of take off in the direction that the wild hunt's going. If I'm able to, I would like to hop some rooftops so we can try and avoid the bullshit down below. But I don't know how the line of rooftops to where we need to go is, if that's a thing we can do or not.
From where that you guys are now, it's not really a thing that you can do while you're inside the old city. You guys would be basically base jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper, which, while really rad, does have some implications if you fuck up. Those normally being death.
I just got to go into bonfire real quick, and I can do it no problem.
I also have an 8-foot tall fire horse that can probably help do that too if you need to get somewhere quick.
Once that you guys get out of the old city and into the new city, the buildings become a lot more, I don't want to say uniform, but they generally are not, tens of stories off the ground.
We're going from skyscrapers to flats.
To the suburbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're gonna run in the streets then? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a quick way to avoid people and get there. So, kind of quickly scouting out the layout to get to where we need to go before we actually take off.
If I was a strong man, I'd say hop on my back, but I'm not.
How many people do we have? 1, 2, 5 people might be a bit too much for my horse.
5 people, I would say, is absolutely a bit too much for your horse. I think that your horse caps out at about 3. Lucille's a strong girl, but
Not that strong.
But 3, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So enough for Ricky, somebody else, and then if we get there, we can throw Idris on there real quick and go somewhere else.
Oh, you want to make a statement, huh? Right in there on the, like, literally on the back of hell, grab the kid and then dip out. I like it.
My goal is to get Idris and Mai out of town as quick as possible.
I can keep up on foot.
Whatever you need.
I'm going to let you know for the future, Cody. It's going to be much more essence efficient if you just start investing in athletics charms.
You don't have any athletics charms? Really?
I've got some athletics charms. I'm talking, I don't have to dodge a crowd at all because I can run along walls.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought that you were talking about using your air anima bullshit. Like,
I mean,
the
I can
whole
do
way.
that to catch up, but yeah, no. Like, I feel like running along walls makes me able to keep up with a horse that has to dodge and or trample Samaritans.
The only other real question is if it's just Tirali coming or if it's Tirali and her whole crew getting called in.
Did the tyrants want to fight a wild hunt? Potentially?
I mean, they could.
Look, I'm not asking anyone to go to bat to put themselves at risk to get Idris out of there, but I'm going to get him out of there if I have to.
I think we need to decide if we are going to be, or if our mission is to go in and get the kid and then get the fuck out, or our mission is to go and potentially fight these guys tooth and nail.
How many miles away would you say the location we need to go to is?
About 10 miles away.
Noted.
10 miles in a city, though, so, that's quite a distance.
Yes, not a small amount.
I just need to know once I get within 3 miles.
Who's going? Who's taking the horse? Who's hoofing it? I know that Cody's running along the sides of buildings.
Just a brisk 10-mile jog.
I mean, I'm fine with walking.
We're going to be running.
I'm fine with running.
Okay, well, if no one's going with Lucy, I'll go with Ricky then.
Okay, so for Ricky and Elian, who are going to be arriving first on the scene, you guys do not have to make any kind of... actually, you know what? No, I lied. I totally lied on that. Strength and ride roll.
You got it.
You are coaxing Lucille into probably the fastest that she will ever be able to make it, moving through a city and avoiding trying to murder people outright.
Okay, so I know this is going to be... this is a bit jump the sharky, but we're approaching a notable conflict, so I think you might be down with it. So can we just be like dashing through... Could we be rapidly dashing? Yeah. Can we just be like galloping through like alleyways, but like when there's people on the road, can I just like have Lucille jump on a wall and like jump over them? And just be like horse parkouring over people as we like speed at Mach 10 towards this location? There's like fucking carts and small like little side areas seared as Lucille dashes through the entirety of the area.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
You can go ahead and give me that strength and ride roll.
Okay.
I will give you 2 extra dice for the concept of a parkour horse.
So that's 2 dice and a auto success?
No, it's just 2 dice.
Okay. Wow.
Holy shit.
Well, we're back to medicine, guys.
Wow. On 10 dice, you scored 0 successes and a 1.
Well,
Way to go.
yeah, we're gonna lean into it. That's just what I rolled. I can't do anything about that. Getting out of the way now.
Yeah, right.
It can't get much worse from here.
Seal trips and falls into the glue factory.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's so dark.
Hate to put a good horse down.
I'm gonna say that with that botch, you and Elian are riding through the old city just fine. But as you are approaching the exit to from the old city into the new city, something has spooked your horse in such a way that she is refusing to step over the threshold from the old city into the new city. Like she gets to that literal threshold, and then like she just kind of like rears up on both back legs and like just stops there with like a loud whinny of very like upset horse noises.
Okay. Okay, girl. Hey, it's all right. Hey, shh. I'm gonna try to like calm the horse, and we might have to go on foot from here. She's not budging.
She is basically just like she sets down and then like stares like fiery daggers at you all.
How far away are we at this point?
You guys are within about 7 miles.
So
Now,
way in there.
Now, is the place where they are going, does that seem to be like near the border of the new city?
Yes. It is actually, if you were to keep going the way that Elian had predicted where that this person would be, it is going towards the borders of the city and might even go out into the fields outside of the city.
Hey, now, girl, let me ask you a question. I got a favor to ask, okay? I know you don't want to go in there. I'm not going to make you go in there. But how about this? Could you go around, and we're going to go on foot, okay? But we might need some help getting the fuck out of there, when the time comes. So can you go around and meet us on the other side? In case we got to get the fuck out of there real quick? Can you do that for me?
I believe that you have a thing that just lets you mentally communicate with the horse.
I can certainly talk with my horse. I don't know if it's mental or out loud, but I'm going to do it out loud so Alien hears me.
I am looking up literally the thing that says Tyler's horse. What is the cool thing? Yes, the horse always understands its master and will always come when called at exactly the right time, no matter what the distance.
Cool.
So
Lucille can go the distance.
Yes, Lucille can go the distance. She just doesn't want to go where that you want her to go right now. So she kind of like stares at the ground in front of you and then looks to you and then like lets out a like puff of air the way that like horses do and then like starts trotting like away from you all.
She's not happy about it, but I guess she'll be there at the other side. Let's get going.
All right, Ellen's gonna take off.
Same.
Okay, for those of you that were not on horseback for the first little bit, if you guys could give me athletics and stamina rolls.
Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, would Tarali or her troops need to, since I have that handy tireless footfalls charm?
That's the one that lets you just keep moving at a brisk march and like negates any
fatigue or movement penalties in strenuous environments.
Okay, since you have tireless footfalls cadence, you would not need to make that roll to move with your troops. You are going to be moving at a slower pace than if that you were like running to try and get there, but you will be You and all of your troops would be basically bringing up the rear, if that makes sense.
That makes sense, and that seems perfectly fair.
Okay. Yeah, then I guess spend the 3 motes to do that, and then you're all good. Anybody else going to make those rolls? Or want to try to use a charm to get better?
I'm actually going to spend 2 motes to use my athletics excellency for 1 auto success.
Okay. And Cody.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the effortlessly rising flame.
So the athletics excellency?
Yeah, that one.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, getting those 2 success.
Oh, I only took 1.
Britt, you also, for effortlessly rising flame, you also roll an additional non-charm die for every 10 that appears.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that part. How many did I roll? 1?
Yes. Jesus, Britt. Okay.
So 8 total successes for me. Obviously, I'm a different breed of tyrant.
8 for you as Lead General Zeke goes scouting ahead of the rest of the tyrants. And Divine with 4 total successes is not bringing up the rear, but is, I don't want to say that you're sauntering or anything, because a 4 on stamina and athletics is still pretty impressive. You're not close to where that Brit is, and Brit is...
But I'm still ahead of the people who are just speed walking.
Yeah, pretty much. They're not speed walking. They are probably actually in a run, but they're only going as fast as a mortal can go, as opposed to you guys who have the speed of exalts.
I like to think Tirali and her tyrants are all like jogging down the street singing like drill sergeant marches from boot camp.
Yeah, that's definitely a ruck run.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what I've been told. Tyrant is a big asshole.
And then for finally for Elian and Ricky for the last part of the journey, can you guys also give me a stamina and athletics roll?
I have a question, Brendan.
Yeah, sure thing.
Is there a range requirement on rushing?
No, but are you looking at Bellows pumping stride?
Correct.
So, yes, in that you need to be able to have a target that is trying to disengage from you. Because rushing is an opposed roll.
Okay. In that case, I'll just roll a straight roll.
So 6 successes.
So we're running through alleyways still, or are we more like what's the area like right here?
So I imagine that Elian is probably running through alleyways or trying to get up on top of buildings and basically parkour through the city to kind of cut down on any traffic.
Oh yeah, I've done it before. There's a precedent for it.
It is up to you what that Ricky's gonna do.
So I think we're gonna take it as a you take high, I take low type deal, where Elian will be like hopping from building to building, and I'm gonna be like flinging myself like through like stands, grabbing food as I go, like hopping over like pedestrians, be like, "Excuse me, out of the way, pardon me." Just going like down through the area that I'm familiar with, even though it's a bit more traffic. I probably can move through it easier.
Like Aladdin when he's running from the guards.
Yeah.
With 6 and 4 successes, you guys are able to pull ahead of the pack. Elian is going to be going up above and jumping from building to building, getting a little bit ahead of Ricky, and with Ricky staying low and kind of keeping an eye out for stragglers of the Wild Hunt. You do at some point notice that that Zeke, the person that's been hanging out with you all lately, has caught up with you at this point and is keeping pace with you.
Okay.
But you guys are rapidly closing in. Everybody is moving at pace with little bits between them. The only person who is kind of like advancing through the kind of like powering through everything is Ferris, who is moving much faster for whatever reason. Eventually you do hit that 3 mile mark, Elian. So what does that do when you hit that?
Cool. So let me pull that charm up that I have real quick. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it anyways because I haven't used it ever before. It's a linguistics charm. It's wind carried words technique. So basically I can send a message that's no more than a few sentences on the air currents. So as Elian's running, you're going to watch them kind of take their hand to their mouth and look like they're almost, anybody who's paying attention, almost pull out like essence and air from their mouth as they're speaking, and then just kind of like fling it into the air, and it just whirls around and goes like ahead of everybody. But yes, so the message is going to Idris, and chances are he's asleep, but I'm going to try it anyways. So the sentences are going to be, it's Elion, we're coming for you. Try to hide. The wild hunt is also coming. We're going to try and get you out of here.
Okay, and what is your linguistics score?
2.
Okay.
That's why I had to wait till we were closer.
Mm-hmm. I needed to know that because there is magical attempts going in to try and decipher things like this. Because, there's a wild hunt going on.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the difficulty would be 5.
Okay. And they can't reply, so that's going to be... So you're going to send out those words, and as far as you know, they reach their target. I imagine that if your target was dead, the charm just wouldn't work and would refund itself. So you do feel the expenditure of motes, which I believe probably for a moment gives you at least a little bit of reassurance that you know that Idris is, at the moment, still alive.
Yep. But probably passed out.
With everyone moving forward, the way that we're going to do this is it is going to be Elian, and then Ricky and Zeke coming onto the scene, then Divine, and then Tirali. Basically, I'm gonna give Elian like a little bit of time to talk. And then you guys can start flooding in as that you feel is appropriate. As you guys move forward, as that Elian gets through and is getting to, you are beginning to get to the point where that it's becoming harder and harder to jump between buildings as there are becoming fewer and fewer buildings. You guys are getting to the outskirts of the city. You can start seeing the fields where the Delson nomads make their homes. You're starting to see the long rolling grass plains where the nomads hold horse races and just kind of do their thing. And you can see as that you're running and getting towards the very outer edge of the city, as that you crest over another building, as you do like a big leap to get to the next one, you can kind of see downwards, and you can see that you can see the form of your quarry. You can see Idris. You have beaten the wild hunt here. And you can see near him is another person who that you are familiar with, a very large ashen-skinned person who is kind of like kneeling with him.
So Ashen Mountain?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was implying.
I'm just making sure I'm on the same page.
You land on the next rooftop, and you can look down on them and see what that they're doing. You can see that Idris is wildly darting his eyes around, looking for something, while that Mountain is trying to keep him calm. It seems like. While that it's hard to tell Idris's state, Mountain is a large enough guy that you can see that he is not looking great. There's a lot of blood on him. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the good word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Dragon Dance by Raphael Crux, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice. I need to not get, he looks at you and he says, I need to not have a city accent because because every cook should not have a city accent.
I believe in you.
You're making sure that you guys are going to be in the black for quite a while.
At least until one of the plagues hit. Then we're going to take out a bunch of loans and never pay them back.
Oh, okay.
That's how hotels work.
Great insight into the hotel industry.
God, so corrupt. Ganger. I've been watching too much Cyberpunk. PvP has been enabled.
Hey, Christina, how does Elian feel about having to just lie to them?
Not great. But also, Ferris is not going by Ferris right now. Ferris is going by Zeke. So, there's an internal struggle there of how untrue this entirely is or how true it is.
I want you to know that you should be really happy that you're not playing a solar right now, because I would absolutely be having you roll fucking limit for that.
Oh, I know.
It's taken me years to catch you violating your own intimacies, but I've finally done it!
Also, out of character, I fucked up. Sorry, guys. My bad.
It makes for fun.
To be fair, though, that's something Ricky would do. He would straight up roll up to them and be like, you fuckers let her out.
Absolutely.
Like, it makes sense and it makes for more fun.
It is funny.
And it's okay. We sent the 2 athletes after him.
Actually, joke's on you. That's not a Shadowland. That's a Middlemarch. That's a wild zone. Now you don't know where she is.
Ooh.
Don't know.
Anyway,
so
running through crowds is for peasants.
Yeah. You said the word peasants. This guy's gonna die. No.
Brendan, can I really not lie?
Have I ever told you that, Tyler?
No, you haven't.
Sobercats be a bitch.
Then it's not true for you.
I love this. I hate this, but I love this.
You took Sobercat. You're going to have some kind of story that follows you around, and when you escaped from the prison, you were speaking a lot of mad truth.
You know what? You're right. I can't argue that. Yeah.
Yeah, the sleeping hound woke up and he said, hey, if you could go and grab your parents' credit card, read me off those 16 digits.
Give me them three
digits on the back.
And 3 wacky digits.
I promise that's how you move up in this crime family.
Them 3 wacky digits.
If you write them down, it automatically blurs out. You should try it and give it to us.
Oh, God.
That's an entire side mission campaign that I can do.
All right, so
back to the Shadowland and not out of credit card scammer land.
I gotta get all my shit talking out in Discord since I can't do it out loud as Ferris, because then people will know.
Sucks to suck.
I thought Maya was. Oh, Maya is his older sister. I thought she was younger. Never mind.
No, she is younger.
She is younger, yeah.
Oh, then he's not a kid.
She didn't say. Iria didn't say kid. She said that he's about as old as my son.
Oh, fair and dragon blooded are weird aged.
Dragon blooded are and also like you don't get given a storied weapon like the volcano cutter for like not being good at your fucking job.
Yeah.
Fair.
You get it by stealing it. That's the real way you get artifact weapons.
You just pick it up and walk out and say, "This is mine now."
It
And
works 100% of the time, 10% of the time. Right, Brendan called you nonsense. Can you believe that?
Greg.
After all you've done for him.
Listen, if he had a perfect track record, I'd be willing to believe him.
Do you have a perfect track record, Brendan?
No, I don't. But he's a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I have a point.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, Craig. He got me.
Which means he's only as good as those that program him.
Who are also humans.
They are human after all.
Don't put the blame on them, bud.
Now you just reminded me that Daft Punk isn't a band anymore.
I know. I miss them. They were so good.
It'd basically be bass humping. You guys would basically be...
yeah?
Yeah.
Always wanted to screw a skyscraper.
Hold on. Britt's gotta fix her mic or something.
Oh boy.
Okay, no.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. We're always gonna have them. They're always gonna have us. Technical difficulties.
Question while she's getting that figured out.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
It disconnected for a moment. I can hear you now. It disconnected for a moment, so I heard nothing.
So you missed our entire song, huh?
Damn it. I was
didn't
looking
miss
forward to that
anything.
too.
No, it's fine.
You didn't miss it. Don't worry, it'll be in the outtakes in like a year.
Excellent.